preaching the word. Don't go out to camp and you scared. Put up my friends, get fly like a bird. We keep the commandments, don't know what you heard. Pull out them scripts like I'm a director. I stay with my sword, I'm ready whenever. It's the end.
You see that? We transgress the commandments of God by our tradition. Christmas. You know what I'm saying? That's idolatry.
That's right.
When you do the research, it's the worship of the winter solstice.
That's right.
What was the first commandment God gave? The first one. Thou shalt not have any other gods before me.
That's right.
When we celebrate Christmas, that's idolatry.
That's right.
Now, at the end of the day, we'll do that and still expect to get the kingdom of heaven in the end.
Can't get it.
How does it work?
It don't.
It don't work, sis.
Yeah, see, I've been studying a long time.
Right.
And I go to church.
And like I'm looking at your church right now with the wreaths on the door. That symbolizes Christmas.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? So that's a house of idolatry.
I wrote a piece of paper from
Right.
16 verse 21
Uh-huh. Did you give it to the
I
pastor?
just did.
And what did he say?
That's why I say God, he didn't say nothing. I told him to read it by himself.
Right, okay, all right. So now I'm going to ask you a question, sis. My sister up there, my sister over here. All of y'all that's listening, I want y'all to know, like I said before, we want y'all to understand that you are the children of God. And a lot of our people say, I'm a child of God. But you don't understand, in the Bible, God has 12 children. And they make up the 12 tribes of Israel.
Right.
Now, sis, do you know how I cannot prove that you're an Israelite according to the Bible? You familiar with Moses?
Yes, I am.
All right, Moses did what? He led the children of Israel out of Egypt, right? What were they doing in Egypt?
They were doing
They were slaves.
Yeah, they didn't
That's
have-
why he had to tell Pharaoh, let my people go.
children go.
So watch this. You know what I'm saying? That's why Pastor Connor, is that Pastor Connor?
Yeah, that's Pastor.
Pastor, come over here and talk to us. You know what I'm saying? This is why we out here. You know what I'm saying? Look, if you can look, sis, at the Christian church today, it's mainly what? Our elders of the community. Where's all the young people?
Yeah, they not there.
Why is all the young people? But look, you see these young men out here with these
They're
Bibles?
not getting fed the truth.
Because,
word of God.
right,
They're not getting fed.
you're exactly right.
I
And
want you to read Deuteronomy 16.
okay, we're going to read it for you, sis. I'm going to read it for you. But I want y'all to understand the biggest part of what we out here to do today is to show y'all who you are so that you can understand. Now, follow me real quick, sis. Moses told the children of Israel this when he led them out of Egypt. 15.
Deuteronomy 28 and 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, then all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So Moses told the children of Israel, if y'all don't keep God's commandments, you're going to be cursed. There's going to be a lot of curses come up on y'all. Now watch this. Read verse 16.
Deuteronomy 28 and 16. Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
Look, he said, cursed are you going to be in the city. Like, look at my brother. He don't want none of y'all to hear the word of God. That's the devil. You know what I'm saying? Our people got the devil on them. Why would you not want to hear young men that you desire to have in your church read the Bible? This young man is out here. That's the example for him.
You already in Deuteronomy 16.
You know what I'm saying? Right. So watch this. Moses said the Israelites were going to be cursed in the city. My sister, every city that you go to in America, and you go to the so-called hood, the ghetto, the poverty-stricken areas, what race of people predominantly live there?
They living at a low.
Right. Look around right here. You know what I'm saying? In Amarillo, this is called the hood. Just like in where I live, it's called the hood. We live in the hood. When you go to Chicago, when you go to anywhere, it's called the hood, right? So check it out. Moses said the Israelites is going to be cursed in the cities, everywhere they go. Read.
Right.
And cursed shalt thou be in the field.
And he said you're going to be cursed in the field.
Right.
Sis, who picked cotton for almost 1,000 years?
All of our ancestors that came from
You know what I'm
Africa
saying?
over into
Right. Now I'm going to give you 68. I'm going to show you one more. He said cursed was the Israelites going to be in the field. Watch this, read.
Deuteronomy 28 and 68.
Uh-huh.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
He said, now remember, they just left out of Egypt. He said the Lord gonna bring y'all back into Egypt. What were they doing in Egypt again?
They were doing stuff they didn't have to
They
do.
were slaves.
And they were slaves.
Right?
When
So-
I say they were doing stuff they wasn't supposed to be doing, they was led by white men.
Right. Well, the
Out
Egyptians
of
was black.
Right, but they were doing things that was against their will.
Right.
Being
'Cause
slaves.
being slaves.
It's
So
deep,
check
it's
it out.
way deeper than that.
So check it out. Moses told them, y'all gonna go back into Egypt again. What do you think the first thing came to their mind? We gonna go back into what? Slavery. Now read it again.
Deuteronomy 28:68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt
Or slavery.
again
How?
with ships.
How did our ancestors get to America?
Ships.
Slave ships, right? Read.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee,
Uh-huh.
thou shalt see it no more
He
again.
said you ain't gonna see your homeland no more again. Have we ever seen our homeland since they brought our ancestors here?
Those who haven't had the opportunity
Huh?
to
I'm
go.
talking about as a nation.
No,
of
we
people.
have not.
No, watch this, read.
And there
He says, and there, when y'all get off them slave ships,
ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
what was the first thing they did when they took us off of the ship?
They started dividing us.
Read it again.
And
And there
And there,
ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
did they sell us?
yes, they did.
To who?
To the enemy.
Who was the enemy?
The white man.
Right. Read.
For bondmen
Enslaved men
and bondwomen.
enslaved women.
And no man shall buy you.
And nobody's gonna save you. Not Harriet Tubman, not Frederick Douglass, not Barack Obama. Nobody's gonna save you until Christ returns.
That's right.
Now I'm gonna ask you, sis. Moses said that was gonna happen to the children of Israel.
Yeah.
That's our history,
That's
isn't
right.
it? So who must we be?
Children of Israel.
We
That's
are
right.
the children of Israel,
Right.
sis. Now, the key question is, why did it happen? Why did it happen? When we first started reading, read it again, 15. Why did
Deuteronomy
it happen?
28:15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments.
Why did it happen?
Because they didn't follow his
Because
commandments.
we broke the commandments,
That's
sis,
right.
and we still doing it to this day. You know what I'm saying? That's why we got destroyed. That's why we where we at. That's why the nations rule over us. Look at, like you go down this street right here, all the businesses are owned by other nations of people in our community. We own nothing. You know what I'm saying? I just rode down this street. This church right here owns that lot, all of that, owns this lot right here. The next church down the street, the same thing. They got all this land in our communities, but what are they doing with it?
They're trying to take it away.
How is it benefiting us as a people?
But see, that's why us as a people have to be more humble towards each other and be
Right.
more patient with
The-
each other.
the main
and
thing we gotta
and
do-
learn to listen to what God is saying.
Right.
And
The
what the
main
Lord
thing
is
we got to
saying.
do is come back to God's
Yeah, when
commandments.
you come back to the Bible.
You know what I'm saying? Because like we said, we are the children of Israel.
Yes.
What is a nation? Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord, His word, His word,